Good afternoon. It's Friday, May 29th, 2020. It's been warm in sunny southern Arizona. We had 105 degrees Fahrenheit today. One of the things that has changed over the past couple of months is how many people's plans have been changed. Business plans, church ministry plans, vacation plans, a bunch of wedding plans, certainly the school plans have all been thrown in disarray because of the current crisis facing our world with the pandemic. What do you do when your plans are changed and yet you want your own way? Well, one course of action is always the temper tantrum. It's been popularized by every 2-year-old in existence, but the temper tantrum is only perfected by spoiled adults who must have their own way or else, as their face turns red and their voice raises. So how do we handle our changed and sometimes shattered plans? Well, the plain-spoken Apostle James said in James chapter 4, verses 13 to 17 in the New Living Translation, second edition. Look here, you who say today or tomorrow we're going to a certain town and we'll stay there a year. We'll do business there and make a profit. How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It's here a little while, then it's gone. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that. Otherwise, you're boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil. Remember, it's a sin to know what you ought to do and then not do it. Wow, thanks, James. One of the first things we need to recognize is to realize our life is not merely our own. We are so interconnected that we have obligations to our spouses, to our children, to our extended families, to our jobs, our churches, our communities, and our nation. Not to mention our car notes and home notes and every other financial obligation we've got. We need to fulfill our commitments to our God and to ourselves. Second, we need to remember that life is brief. It's too short for a lot of nonsense. Time passes quickly, and it's so much better to spend that time with good and loving people who care for us and that we care for. Third, God has a divine plan for us. Part of the excitement and joy of this thing called life is to discover and fulfill God's plan for us. Sometimes people ask me, how do I find God's will for my life? Like it's some great big mystery. I ask them, well, who are you? What do you mean? Are you a husband? Yes. Then God's will for you is to be the best husband you can be. Find some new way to encourage and support your wife. Are you a parent? Then be the best parent you can be. Find new and exciting ways to bless and encourage your children. As God opens the doors for you to learn about yourself, He will help you to grow and discover His divine plan for you. Fourth, recognize that we serve at God's pleasure. We belong to God. If you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you belong to God for 4 reasons. He created you. He bought you on the cross. You gave yourself to Him, and He has claimed you as His own. We belong to God. We know what we need to do. We just have to do it. Our plans have changed, but God is still in charge. Let the change in your plans be an unveiling of God's continuing plan for us, and not merely seen as just the frustration of our desires. May God bless you as you enjoy the journey of discovering God's plan for your life. Thank you. Please like and subscribe appropriately to our internet channels, and may God bless you.